Hello and welcome. I am Light and this is my channel. Today we're going to talk about the strange disappearance and death of Stella Wong. Before we get started, if you would please give this video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to be subscribed, if you are interested in true crimes, missing people, cases that are similar to the 411 cases, and any and all things paranormal, and this is a place for you. And if you know people that are interested in things like that, please send them our way. All right, let's get started. Stella Wong was 45 years old when she was last seen around 7 p.m. on December 23rd, 2018. She was on the Crothers Woods Trail, which is near Redway Road, in the East York area of Toronto, in Canada. She had been hiking the trail with a friend, and for reasons unknown, they became separated. Stella had vanished from the trail. So, I'm going to stop here and do a couple of things. When you're looking into this case, most reports don't mention the sex of the friend that she was with. Is this important? Well, I think so. For one, most murders committed, statistically speaking, tend to be by men. So, was her friend a man? Yes, he was. And here's the statistics on this. And just to warn you, these are the statistics in the United States, but I think that they're probably pretty close to other countries as well. So 89.5% of the total numbers of murderers tend to be male. Now, if a female has a relationship with a male, any kind of a relationship, it is 63.7% of the time, if they are murdered, it is by the male in the relationship. Strangely, when women commit murder, they are also more likely to kill males at a 76.8% rate. Now, if the relationship the male and female have is sex-related, this jumps up to 81.7% of murders are committed by males against females. So, including the sex of her friend, I think, is relevant because we don't know who committed the murders. Also, I want to add that I think it's strange that all the reports say that they don't know why they separated. Does that mean that the male couldn't give a reason as to why they separated? Because that seems off to me. Although in one of the news reports, he's quoted as saying that something strange is going on here. Her male companion. But in most of the news reports, that particular statement is left out. Why? Well, we may never know, but let's try and figure it out, shall we? The next day, December 24th, Christmas Eve, 2018, her body was recovered by search and rescue and the police. Stella had ended up being drowned in the local Don River, which passed nearby. Now, this is despite her hiking this trail many, many times, being very aware of the river, having passed it multiple times. Unlikely that she would stumble and fall into the river, but somehow or another, the medical coroner said that she had fallen into the river. Or at the very least, if she didn't fall into the river, she was drowned in the river. And again, remembering that her friend commented that something didn't seem right. Stella and her friend left their cars in a parking lot by Loblaws on Redway Road before making their way to the trail on foot. The temperatures that day were below 0, or 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and also overnight on December 23rd. She'd only been wearing a shirt, a coat, leggings, and some boots, which I'm not sure is warm enough to go hiking at 32 degrees. But there was a short walk to the Crothers Woods trailhead. The trail is used by hikers and bikers and is well marked, taking you through mature forests and open spaces. It runs along to the Don River at certain points. So it's difficult in the news reports to find out any information about Stella's partner. Well, he was longtime friend Ian Wiley, and his report of saying that something doesn't seem right, well, that was in an interview given to CTV News in Toronto. He said that she was part of a mountain biking group and she knew the trails in the area really, really well. He said that she came here all the time. She parked in the same spot even, every time, and she would ride up and down these trails. She was a pro. Apparently, Stella's hiking companion cooperated with the investigation and he was never charged with a crime. So here's the questions. Why were the two hikers on the trail so late in the day on December 23rd? They were on the trail at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. in the winter. They weren't, seemingly, dressed for freezing cold weather. And it likely would have been dark. It was Christmas at 7 p.m. Did they get lost? Why did they separate? Why is that an unknown factor according to the news? Her companion didn't know why they separated? He didn't know that they were walking together and suddenly she wasn't there? Did they have flashlights? How did the two companions separate at 7 p.m.? Did he leave and go home early? Did he leave her there? Well, according to news reports, we don't know. And the police have yet to release anything other than saying it's not suspicious. How would Stella have gotten lost and end up drowning in an area that she had hiked and biked for years? Could she have slipped? And do you slip on a well-groomed trail and drown?
Okay, that should.
Was she pushed? There are similar stories that we're going to get into at another time of avid hikers and bikers who've mysteriously disappeared, vanished, completely gone, or ended up dead in a place that they're very comfortable with. It seems unlikely that there'd be an accident. So if you have any information about this story or about Stella Wong, then please go ahead and let the police know. Thank you for coming. Good night.